Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, Scott. Welcome back to One Last Hand. Welcome to episode 12 of our ISS Vanguard playthrough. I have no idea how many episodes this is going to end up being. I think I've read that there's about 20 or so planets to actually visit. We've probably only done about 4 of them, and we had a prolonged period of us not making any progress. So expect it to be a few more than that, but we might be around a third of the way through, maybe, would be my guess. Last time out, we got boarded by some scary things, and we fought them off in the Vanguard. We lost a lot of people, and now we are back resuming a save game from the commander book. So we'll pick up from there. We've got a load of stuff in our awaiting envelope that we're going to have to deal with. Here they all are. Let me tuck this somewhere. We have some crew members. So who's still a survivor? Shall we delve into that little surprise? We have Avery Dodge, who is in science. We have Meda Ayumi, who we always send off to be in the resting crew because she does work on the projects. We've got Constantine Planck, who I think has been around since day one. We've got Sophia Ben. This is the last of our science crew. Again, we sent her on a suicide mission and she didn't die. We've got Koe Yasin in our recon. We've got Samath Rampakash, and we have Bojana Peric, all rank 2, which is exciting stuff. We've only got the one rank 2 in science, and that's Konstantin Planck. We've then got Stepjan Belic, rank 1 in security. We've got Edwald Mal, rank 1 in security. We did lose a lot of security in our defense of the Vanguard. Then we have Giovanna Nelli. We have Jaromir Gulubulov, who I think we've had since near the start because we haven't been able to pronounce his name the whole series. And we got Uwe Lehmann as our whole collection of crew members left on the Vanguard. But let's tuck these in over here. We've got our recon peeps. Oh, hold on. There's someone else hiding here. We have Adrian Oliver, who I think has been around for quite a while. He's rank 2. So that's all of our science peeps. We've got a new campaign that we're going to pick up in a second. We've got all of our mods, which I was meant to put back in the book, but all of our mods from our ship. We have a load of success tokens. I haven't spent these. At some point, we might do better. Now, we've got some command tokens here. I don't know why. Did we get them? I wonder if we got them at the end of the last mission. I'm not 100% sure. But I'm going to keep them because you never know. They might come in handy, right? We did lose a load of our progress. We also have a med bay upgrade that we can't do. We lost a load of tech levels, right? We've got this nanotechnology project that I don't think we can do either, but we'll find out. And then we've got a load of success tokens. I don't know why I'm taking them out of the bag. I'm going to put them back in the bag. But we have no success tokens to earn because they're all in this bag. So we should have spent some really, but I mean, bearing in mind most of our people are rank 1, we don't really have any way of spending it. Right, we'll tuck this down here for now. So resuming a save game, take an energy command and success tokens from the token bag and place them in the indicator pools. So I wonder if we earned them whilst we were doing the thing. I can't really remember, but we are here. What have we got going on? Can I zoom in? A little bit. So this is our current objective, which was treasure trove. Go to Kelpa and look for the systems. That's where we ended up. Now we've got command objective 5. So this says take all bridge cards, objective cards, secondary objective cards, tech level, bridge level out of the awaiting envelope. I think we were meant to lose some tech, right? Oh no, we are tech level 2. Okay, so out of the awaiting envelope, and insert them to the appropriate slots on page 2 with the bridge upgrade travel text inserted on the following page, on page 4. Instead, the effects of these cards will be resolved during the following steps of this page. If the slot you are inserting card into is full, generate our thing. So we need to get rid of you because we've now done this. But as you can see, limping on is our objective. It says, objective, find an inhabited inhabited planet, and in any of the systems the Vanguard is capable of reaching. In its current state, the Vanguard is barely holding together. We must find a place to repair before it's too late. One command, two situations. Bad news for us. Okay, so this goes into the completed doodahs. We might get it back, I guess, but I doubt it. We've then got tech level 0. So the next thing is generate our command tokens and our energy pool. Our energy pool is 2 plus 1 from here. So 3 energy. And our command tokens is 1. And then check situations. So are they they're in this box here. So we need our possible situations. We're going to give them a shuffle and we're going to choose 2. We have 1, 2. We have claustrophobia here. So madness creeps into people's minds when they are confined to narrow corridors of a spaceship for too long. Effect, lower morale and shuffle this card into possible solutions. When solved, shuffle this card into possible situations. Okay, so it sounds like we want to deal with that other than we get the morale. But then we have this one. Outbreak. Several crew members succumb to a strange disease that doesn't seem to pose a serious threat to their life despite a fever, sudden problems with their eyesight. Each section moves 1 crew member to the resting crew and moves this card to the awaiting envelope. When solved, you may assign 2 crew members to gain 1 success and remove this card from the game. Otherwise, shuffle this into possible situations. So we've got our 2 situations that we certainly want to deal with one of them, if not both of them. Where are our possible situations? They go back in there. Okay. Reveal new situations. We've done. Empty the planetary scanner. We've done that. We've got that over here. So there is the planetary scanner. Now what do we do? Prepare the Pentrainer, go to the star map. Is there anything else we need to know? We also lost our upgrade here, right? But we can travel to, whenever you have 3 or fewer successes, but I think on the other side of this page, we've got whenever we travel, it costs 1 less. And we've got go to log 509 when installed. The Vanguard can now detect the steel. So we need to find an inhabited planet in the areas that we can reach. I wish I'd have downloaded a star map, but we are currently over here in Kelpa, right? We tried to land on Kelpa and we got disturbed. Can we now land on Kelpa? Requires bridge upgrade B03. We don't have that, right? So we cannot land on Kelpa. But where can we go? We can go to 12, which is Leonus. Go to log 760, outbound systems. Where the heck is Leonus? Is that this way? Yes. Well, I mean, we've only got one choice to leave, which is this one, right? So I think we're going to Leonus. Go to log 760. It's going to cost us 1 energy. Here we go. Check the current objective card in the bridge card holder. Yeah. What about it? Is objective 1, 2, 3, or 4 in there? No, it's not. We're on 5, right? We are on objective 5. No. Open system map to page 12. I can do that. There it is. Okay. Leonus. A star similar to our sun and a large water world are not the only reason for the Vanguard to explore in this system. While the builders didn't mark it on the maps, there are alien structures on one of these planets, possibly hinting at a race capable of interstellar transport. We can land on Leonus B, the desert colony. We can have a look at Leonus Object X. We've got Leonus A and Leonus C. So, Leonus A, let's start there, shall we? People can breathe easily in this water world atmosphere. It's a good spot for a short vacation. 4, raise morale, 4 energy. We're going to have to get rid of one of these energies, right? I don't think I've done that already. 2 energy, Leonus Object X, a derelict spacecraft orbiting one of the planets like a tiny moon. We've got Leonus Desert Colony, a planet with visible artificial structures on its surface. Scanners don't detect any abnormal activity. It may be abandoned. And Leonus C, which would cost 1 energy, somehow a colony of tardigrade-like organisms lives inside this asteroid. Assign one rank 3 crew member. We can't. But we could go here and try and land. So we've got 2 energy. We know it's going to cost us, so we're going to go to log 184. No, we're not. We're going to get the card, right? That's what we do. What is the card? 12? How do I know? 184. I'm just going to press 184 and we'll see what the log says.
This is away team. We had a good ride. Everything is looking good so far. No threats in the LZ. We're ready to head toward the colony. Do you copy?
Okay, I don't think that's what we want to do. So let's go back to our card because I can't remember what we're doing. We have decided to land. Take the scanner and flip it so the energy cost is visible. So I thought it usually says a card number, but this is the wrong box. Hold on. Maybe, yeah, it normally tells you a card number, doesn't it? Go to log 184. Is that what I'm on? Yeah. Maybe we're not landing here. I mean, it's got a land icon. What happens on these? I just need to check because I might be being an idiot. Kelper. Requires bridge upgrade. Go to log 504. Take the listed landing card and place it in the planetary scanner. There is no landing card listed. So is there a landing card listed on these other ones? So if we go all the way back to these ones. Matchstick landing. Return the landing card currently in the planetary scanner and place landing card L2 in your planetary scanner. So I think we just go here and do this. So we'll start this again. 184.
This is away team. We had a good ride. Everything is looking good so far. No threats in the LZ. We're ready to head toward the colony. Do you copy? Do you copy, Vanguard? We seem to have some radio problems.
Oh, sorry, away team. I was pushing the wrong button. It's my first mission as a spacecraft communicator.
Yeah, don't need to remind us about poor Sergeant Nahi.
Sorry.
We're approaching the structures. They look long abandoned. We're deploying scanning drones. You should have the data soon.
We're receiving your data, away team. Nothing alive left.
So, we're too late?
Seems like it. Based on your data, the AI thinks this place had to be abandoned a couple of 100 years ago. Right about the same time when this planet went through a violent geomagnetic reversal.
No bodies, no personal belongings. Most interiors were picked clean. Looks like an orderly evacuation. This means they had somewhere to go, right?
Correct. We're suspecting Glee's 368-2, a neighboring system marked on the builder's star map.
Okay, we've reached something that looks like a landing pad. No ships left, but we detect tanks full of liquid under the ground.
Good find, away team. It seems they left plenty of their fuel behind. It might come in handy now that the Vanguard is running low on energy. See what more you can find.
Roger. Away team out.
Okay. Important. Whatever you do next, make sure you leave enough energy to really reach Glee's 3682. Gain 3 energy. Okay. So there's our 3 energy. We didn't have to spend any to do that. Where the heck is Glee's? It's going to cost us 2 energy to get there. So let's put that to the side. And what page is Glee's? 14. Here is Glee's. We're going to need energy to make contact. No, we're going to need energy to land, we assume. So we could potentially, we've got 3 energy left to do something here, but we are going to need some to figure out how to land, we assume. Or maybe it's really easy to land because other people live there, right? So we could spend 2 energy to go to Object X. Should we do that? Let's spend our 2 energy. We're going to log 24. Just make sure I've got this right. It's going to cost us, hold on, it's going to cost us 2 energy to go. So let's go to log 24. This is fine.
I'm entering the Derelict. There's still power, surprisingly. The light flickers.
Progress with caution. Some lights are on, and this thing looks active. Anything can happen.
Roger.
Remember your mission. Don't stray. Stay focused.
Oh god, are we going to get aliened? Right. All players discuss and choose. In the case of a tie, the recon player makes the final decision. Focus on gathering interesting scraps of technology. Focus on studying the derelict. Focus on streaming the interior to eager viewers on ISS Vanguard. I don't know. I mean, let's study the derelict, shall we?
That's strange. I don't see anything that resembles a port. Do you think everything was wireless?
It's possible. When was the last time you've used a cable?
Right.
Huh? What are you saying? But why would we... Alright, I'll tell him. Sorry, away team. I have a science section representative at my back. He wants you to place one of your devices in several different places near screens or other things that resemble consoles.
Yeah, understood. What the hell? Something extended from this console and connected to my device, frying it completely.
The science rep says you should attempt to remove this alien connector. Just be careful. We don't know where else it may try to connect.
Very funny, Vanguard. Away team out.
Oh yeah, that sort of connector. Okay. Move card E45 multi-port interface from the unavailable equipment to the armory. E45. This isn't the armory. Why do I keep grabbing the wrong box? E45. Here we go. We've already got so many equipment cards. Do I need more? This is E45. A multi-port interface. During a dice check, you may place this card in the roll pool of any crew member in your sector, including yourself. If you do, a crew member performing the dice check may change any basic result to a Vanguard. After the dice check, return this to the armory. Okay. That doesn't sound too bad. Okay, so that's that done. That's us done on that thing, right? So we are now flying to the 2 energy to go to page 14. Here we are, page 14. And then we're going to attempt a landing. Return any landing card to the landing scanner. Place card L10. Landing card, L10. There is L10. Oh, is this the right place? Yep. Idemian Cabal. The old Idemian Cabal. Right, okay. That's that one. We're going to tuck this in here. We've only got 1 energy, which is bad news. So, because I got a bit greedy. So we're going to spend our 1 energy to learn what we can. Turbulence and solar flares. Moderate difficulty, but thrusters and navigation advised. Okay, so that's all we know about landing on this planet. Take the scanner, flip it, close the system maps. We are now over here. What can I tell you about this? I'll just give you the info. So it says, Glee's 2 stars. Scrouge this system with ruthless radiation. Okay. We detect life signatures from one of the planets. How life grew with such a harsh environment, we don't know. Glee's 368-2A-Idemian Cabal. Inhabitants of this world were the first who answered our messages with an attempt at communication. The contact with a sentient, peace-orientated species is a milestone in our journey. Okay, we are ready to try and land. So that's that one done. We turn over this page and we are on the ship facilities. We are going to go to the situation room and just deal with these. I don't want to lower morale anymore. So we're going to 16, 17, 17. Apply the when solved to one of these. So let's have a think about this. An eyeball or a compass. Have we got one of those? Let's just spread these people out. An eyeball or a compass we're looking for. Nothing there. An eyeball or a compass. I suppose I should have looked at this before we went. We do have a compass here. What's the other one take to solve? a helix or a compass. Okay, we've got both of those, so we don't need to spend one of them. So I am going to discard this one as just a main port of call. No, I'm going to discard this one as just being solved. When solved, put it into possible situations. Then, when solved, you may assign 2 crew members to gain 1 success. We don't have any from the game to remove this from the game. So we can't gain any more success, but I can remove this from the game if I assign 2 crew members. Does that mean including this one? Guess so. I'm not 100% sure. Okay, well I'm not going to look at what else we could do. We're just going to deal with this. We're going to spend this science person, and then why don't we get rid of you going, and I'm going to get rid of one more. Do we want to let's get rid of one of these 2. You know what? It's our favourite. She's off again. So these 3 are all going in resting crew. I'm not sure whether I only need to get rid of 2, but I'm going to suggest this is the thing for solving it, and then we have to get rid of 2 more. This is removed from the game. We would get 1 success, but I can't. Okay, and this one goes back into possible situations. Okay, that's that bit done. So we are done on the thing. Okay, we've got some production that we definitely want to do. So let's go there next. We'll get rid of this one. We probably, you know what, before we do that, let's go to the barrack, shall we, and get some more peeps, considering the situation we're currently in. So we're going to the barracks, which is 16. 16 is here. The barracks. Okay. So transfer crew members. Is there anyone we want to move between areas? I don't think so. I think I'm relatively content with all of them. Okay, so we are then going to train. We don't have anyone at level 3. We're going to draft new characters, take 5 randoms. Let's have a little look, shall we? We have Waylon Colley, a loader. Spend 1 charge to take a chosen small or personal equipment from the armory. We get 2 of those. Converts into mine in pickaxes, and gathering is his expertise. We'll read that if Waylon joins us. We have, just choosing people from the middle of the pack here, we have Amir Zainab, wildcard. During a dice check, if at least 2 results in the roll pool are Vanguard, spend 1 charge to move all dice with accidents to the spent pool. Okay, that's number 2. We have number 3, which is Rika de Graaf, well trained. Again, green to pickaxes this time. Spend 1 charge to draw 2 cards from your section deck. Don't mind that. Okay, next we have Reeve Haldeman, follower. Anytime when another crew member travels from your sector, you may move with them. I really like these ones. We'll probably take him. And then our final one is Yoppe Ulrich. You know, Yoppe Ulrich. Okay. We have, when assisting, spend 1 crew member chargey thingy. What's it do that? Right, we need to figure out which ones we've got rank 1s for. We've got one here. I mean, I assume we've got rank 1s for all of them because lots of people died, right? Got rank 1 here. We've got a rank 1 here. And finally, we have a rank 1 here. Perfect. Okay. Let's just move these guys out of the way so I can see the dice pools, even though we haven't got the dice over here, just so we can get a better idea of what we need. So you guys need blue dice checks. So it feels like we take Waylon Colley. He is now joining us, and he's going in the engineering department. Okay, I guess I could have moved people around based on their dice colours, but that's fine. Science. We've already got one of these, so maybe we take a different one and put in science. How about you? You look like a scientist, right? So you're going in level 1 science up here, and you've got the helix symbol. We need someone for... Oh, I did the wrong thing. Hold on. You're going in engineering. There we go. So Waylon is in engineering, which is where I meant to put them. We need someone in security. I mean, I guess it makes sense for you, right? Although, maybe you should... See, this is the thing, right? We get 4 red dye. So we could put you, because you're using the red dye, into security, which will likely help us. But it feels like this isn't often a requirement for security. You know what? I'm taking him. You're going in security. I've changed my mind. I've convinced myself that you are a security person. Congratulations. Okay. I am putting yoppity yop in... You know what, I'm going to go slightly off kilter. I'm going to put the physical person in science, just so we've got some options. And then the last one is recon. We get a load of green dice, so I guess it makes sense for us to have someone who can do some mining in there. And Amir, I'm sorry, you're back in the resting crew. Your shot is not happening this time round. Okay. That is that. So that's our barracks stuff done. And now we are going to production, right? So production. Gain new production projects. Have I got one? No, I've got research that I could put in there. Install production upgrades. We don't have any. Progress current projects. So you are the only one and you move here. Okay, and then start new projects. So you require tech level 4. You know what? This is a terrible idea. Let's put this back in here. How much have we got going on in research? Nothing. So I may as well put this one in, right? Cost 2 mineral discoveries and 2 alien techs. Let me just grab my gathered discoveries. We've got 2 minerals. Let's have a look. Got 2 minerals. We've got no alien tech. I'm going to sneeze. 1 second. Oh dear, snuck up on me. There we go. Right, okay. We've got 2 minerals. We have 1 alien tech. Somewhere. I've got an alien tech. That doesn't help me. That's not enough to move this forward. But we can put this in, but do we need to? I don't know if we do, right? Because we can place it in and then pay the research discovery costs. We can boost research. So it doesn't feel like either of these are going to make much difference. So let's go back to where we were in production, and we'll just move this one forward. And then, because we're not level 4 tech, we can't do a single one of these. That's us done. Okay, that was our last command token. This goes away. This goes away. Now we're at choosing a lander, right? Barracks, situation room. Yeah, we're at choosing a crew and a lander. We don't have any new landers, but we do need ones with thrusters and movement. So we're going to go with the Dragonfly, which is over here somewhere. The Space Ranger, the Dragonfly. Okay, so that's that. We'll tuck you over here. Then we need repair landers. We don't need any. We would put all our mods back, but I don't think we're going to need to do that. We need to customize our lander. So, feel like it makes sense to put this scanner in over here. So this gives us 1 hull and 2 for navigation and so on and so forth. So that can go in there. And then the utility mods, we have quite a few options. Let's tuck these ones back up here. Okay, so our utility mods, we have extra personal equipment, 1 lander discoveries limit plus supplies. Crew member may discard 1 charge each to move this mod to the awaiting envelope, gain 2 supplies. Warning system, crew member may spend a die to reroll 1 danger die. Medbots. Crew members in sectors connected to the lander may discard 1 injury die. Evac shuttle, place 1 crew member in the lander sector. This crew member flips 1 injury card. Crew quarters. Crew members in sectors connected to the lander sector on the lander section refresh all of their dice. That's pretty nice. And then lastly, additional rocket boosters. After step 1, you know what, let's take this. It just helps us. We start really close, right? But 1 check is better than no checks, I'm guessing. So let's do this one. We can take that so we can start our check really early. You're going to go there, and you are going to go there. Okay, so that's our lander mod. Is there anything else we do here? Customize lander, no. Launch mission procedure. Prepare the away team. We have no idea what we're going to encounter, so we need to choose an away team. I'm going to take Sophia Ben, since I don't think she's actually been on a proper mission. So we'll take you. We'll tuck you down here. I'll sort this out in a second. You guys go back into the resting. We need someone from Recon. Are we going to take one of everybody? I guess so. I am going to take Samath. We've had you a few times, so we'll take you again because you might get a rank up. I remember to draw a rank up card, obviously. From a engineering point of view, we have I'd like to be able to communicate. Can anyone remember what the communication thing is? The eyeball, I think, right? I don't think we've got anybody eyeballs. Let's take you with the navigation then, I think. And then finally, from security, we have spanners, shields, or sciencey helixy things. You know what? You're new. We'll take you. That's almost everyone is level 1 apart from, or rank 1 apart from these guys. That is everything that we need to do here. We need to grab equipment. We need to grab our dice. I need to put these things back in, these people back in the resting crew. So let's put you here. We need to put things back in the awaiting envelope. So let's do that as well. And then what we'll do is I'll put a cut in here. I'll grab whatever equipment I think we're going to use. I'll put that on the board. I'll grab the dice that we're taking and sort out our section decks. Then we'll come back and do our landing procedure. So let's get rid of this. We know we've got the planet book over here. I will be right back. Okay, so we are ready to go. We're all set up. We've got all of our cards. It's a bit of a mess down here, I will say that. We've got some... I'll talk about what items we've got if we make it to the planet, because sometimes you can lose them on the way, right? We have our landing card, which says... turbulence and solar flares. Expect moderate difficulty. Briefing. Do not read until instructed. 875. Here we go. Is your current objective 6 to 11? No.
Listen up, away team. The captain is still fighting for his life, so it's up to me to stress how important your mission is. Vanguard barely got us to the system in one piece. During the irrigator attack, most of our water and oxygen reserves were destroyed. We have significant hull damage, and only 7% of solar panels are operational. We won't be able to continue our mission anytime soon without the help of the inhabitants of this planet. And so far, obtaining this help proves tricky. Our xenolinguists did an admirable job, cracking the basics of their language in just a couple of weeks. Thanks to their efforts, the ship's AI will be your translator for this mission. Always glad to assist. We've already made several contacts, each with a different representative of their species. Yet we still don't know who their leaders are or who we should talk to in order to obtain help or to form any sort of deal. We've only learned this planet is one of their protected temple worlds, and we secured a permit for one small ship to land. Section leaders chose you for this task. I hope they chose well. Approaching the upper atmosphere. Landing ETA. T-minus 10. Oh, and one more thing. Most of our landers were damaged in the fighting. The one you're flying now still requires extensive repairs. Please, treat it gently. The two suns of this system cause heavy turbulence and gale force winds in the upper atmosphere. Stay safe.
We will stay safe. Okay. Does your lander have 3 navigation? Yes. And 4 thrusters? Yes. Place a marker on the landing successful space. You have landed success. I took the thing to allow us to land easier, for goodness sake. You have landed successfully. Open the Planetopedia to 24 and 25. I can do that. Let's get rid of our landing card over here. 24 and 25. Here it is. Oh, it's probably a bit zoomed in, I'm going to be honest. Okay, 24 and 25 is here. Just bump these up just a touch. Okay. Hey, we landed with all of our equipment. What a moment. Now is a good time for us to talk about who is on our little trip with us, right? We have Sophia, who, if you remember, we sent her down to a planet to land where we thought she was going to die. She is an expert in technology, strange and aloof, often keeping herself to herself. Sophia is a mechanically minded scientist with a rare knack for interfacing with alien technology. Her passion for new and unknown machines drives her rigorous studies aboard the Vanguard, but some worry that her obsession with the alien artifacts might lead her to take bigger risks than she can handle. Okay, here's our boy Samath. He's been with us for a little while. Samantha has always seen a little deeper than most, often to his detriment. Sequence patterns, reoccurring numbers, hidden symbols, concealed meanings. It all makes sense to Samath. He has made quite a few he has made quite a few enemies weaponizing his perceptive mind in gambling and gaming. Now he uses those uncanny skills aboard Vanguard, deciphering alien runes, making sense of the nonsensical. We have Uwe Lehman, scouting, infamous among the crew for his daredevil stunts both aboard the Vanguard and in the dirt of myriad worlds. Uwe is one of the crew's finest lander pilots. See, that's how we landed. It's said if he flew everything from hovercraft to jet fighters back home, but that's recklessness got someone he cared about killed. Oh man. And then we've got our newbie, Reeve Haldeman. He's an expert in biology. No amount of money could buy any of Earth's eager billionaires a place aboard Vanguard. However, they say that at least one of them approached the exams in disguise and managed to legitimately pass all the trials. Is that this dude? Is he a billionaire? Maybe. We'll never know. Well, we probably will. No, we'll never know. Right, okay. So we have landed. Let's find out what it says. Though civilized and populated by non-hostile aliens, this large, arid planet may still be dangerous to explorers unfamiliar with its biomes. 2 suns relentlessly scorch the surface during the day, and the night temperatures plummet to minus 100 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, we are landing over here. We need our lander. I don't know where that is. I had it at some point. Have I still got it? No idea. Is it over here? I might just use a different one if I can't find it, but it's not here. It's not here at all. Okay, I'm going to go and look for it. Maybe I put it somewhere. What did I do with it, I wonder? I had it, for sure. Is it in one of these section boxes? Don't think so. I feel like that's where I put it, though. Okay, I've got to do a couple of things. I've got to get the event cards. Oh, we should pick a rank up card before I do anything else. I've got to get the event cards out and give them a shuffle. I've got to find the missions and the global conditions. We've got to sort these panicked injuries and stuff out. So we'll do all of this and we'll get all of these laid out. At the same time, I'll find our equipment and our ship because they're around here somewhere in these bags. So we can carry on with the story, and we'll be right back once I've got all of that set up. Okay, I think finally I'm all set up. I might be wrong, but I think finally I'm all set up. So we've got a log to read. This is log 715. That's not what I meant to do. 715.
We're through. I see the surface now.
Landing ETA. T-3. Alright. Your landing zone was selected by our hosts. It is a strip of land in front of the collection of structures that we believe is the central city of this planet.
I see the LZ. It's empty. There's no one waiting for us.
Yes. We hoped there would be some sort of a welcoming committee or at least an ambassador you could talk to. It seems that's not the way they do things around here.
Great. So what should we do? Abort?
Of course not. You need to make the most of your time on the planet and learn anything that can help us understand this race, even if it takes more than one ground mission. There are 3 areas down there that seem to be of most interest. We have their holy city, of course, though it seems abandoned. We also detect a very faint builder's steel signal from a trench at the bottom of a nearby sea. Finally, our xenologists would love you to study the natural habitat of this world. We suspect the Idemians will be watching your moves closely. Do not forget, you are the ambassadors of our entire species. And keep your guard up. The fact that this is a friendly, inhabited planet means you should be able to explore it in relative peace. However, it's still an alien habitat, and it may hold unknown dangers.
Okay. Proceed. Find mission card 120, 121 and 122 and reveal them so all players can see and read their text. Then all players discuss and choose one. If you cannot agree, the recon player makes a choice. So 120, 121 and 122. 120, 121, 122. Okay. What do we have here? We have mission, Holy Cabal. Showing curiosity and respect towards the Idemians monument should prove to them that our mission is one of knowledge and discovery. Fully explore the Holy City, sectors 5 and 6. They're over here. When you fulfill this objective, you'll be asked to discard this mission. Okay? We have deeper truth. Researching the depths where the local steel is buried is not only boost our knowledge about the builders, it will also prove to our hosts our fearlessness and resourcefulness. Fully explore the sector with the thing, the old thing, which is down here. Okay, that seems like bad news. And then mission, the cradle. This civilization on this planet is old, and the savanna surrounding the landing zone contains many potentially interesting archaeological sites. Have at least 3 discoveries or unique discoveries in any combination on your lander board. When you fulfill this objective, remove this. I mean, it makes sense for us to go to their holy city, right? Fully explore the holy city, which is 5 and 6, and we land here, so it feels like that makes the most sense. So we are going to do... Sorry, you didn't see where I was pointing. Here and here are the 2 places we're going. Fully explore the holy city.
Good call. While very different from our Earth's capital cities, this collection of structure has clear significance. Besides, focusing on it will show our hosts we are genuinely interested in their culture and art. Remember, be on the lookout for anything that could help us understand these creatures, or communicate with them better.
Okay. Place card 120, holy city in the mission space. Return any other non-optional missions. Is mission card 123 revealed? No.
Not alone anymore. The story of First Contact. Book excerpt.
As soon as the lander door opened, our sun visors jumped into their darkest setting, turning us blind for a moment. 2 suns were both up in the sky, searing this strange land with waves of heat. We scattered around the landing zone, performing usual checks, the Idemian city looming in the distance like a pile of randomly placed blocks. After a moment, a lone figure appeared on the horizon, flickering in the superheated air. One Idemian was coming towards us, something blindingly bright in its hands. Once the creature was close enough, we noticed it held a large golden platter with small piles of burning matter that smoked heavily, and a central large pile of white powder. The masked face of the creature reflected our own surprised faces. The creature bowed its head and extended the golden platter toward us. The creature looked up at us expectantly, as if we should know what to do.
Okay. Make a choice. Have a taste of the powder, extinguish the incense, sprinkle the powder on top of your heads, take the platter and give the creature something else in return, the plate, and refuse the platter, refuse the plate. I don't know. Small pile of burning matter that smoked heavily and a central large pile of white powder. The masked face of the creature reflected our own surprised faces. The creature bowed its head and extended the golden platter towards us. The creature looked up at us expectingly as if we should know what to do. Have a taste of the powder? Seems a bit silly. Extinguish the incense. Seems like that could be a bad news. Sprinkle the powder on top of your heads. Take the platter and give the creature something else in return. What are we going to give it? Here's a Mars bar. We can't have to extinguish the incense, right? Sprinkle the powder on top of our heads.
Even though we didn't see its face, we could tell from the slumping posture of the creature that it was disappointed. It stayed motionless for a while, and then began to talk.
We could have asked...
Our AI jumping in to translate.
We could have asked what the heck we're meant to do with this, surely.
The Idemians said it was a keeper of time and guardian of pilgrims, and that it would stay here to make sure we leave once our time is up. We tried to ask it about its leaders, or who we could talk to. For all our questions, it had only one reply. You and I speak different languages, though your machine makes us sound the same. Talk to me once we understand your truth better, and you understand our truth. Since it refused to say anything more, we had to concentrate on our primary task instead.
Okay. Place the optional mission 1, 2, 3, understanding. Okay. Optional mission 1, 2, 3, understanding. Optional mission, understanding. The Idemian who welcomed us to the planet is willing to speak with us again once we learn more about each other. Learn enough about your hosts by exploring the planet. Hint, return to Sector 1 to check if you have fulfilled the objective. When you fulfill the objective, you will be asked to discard this mission. I'm going to tuck this down here. Okay. Then open ship book at page 24. Then open ship book at page 24 to perform the planetary exploration procedure. I think we're already there, but we'll just find it because I always forget the rank up card. I've already picked one up, so I can't remember. I do it so irregularly that I don't know whether I've actually meant to pick up 2. Hold on 1 second. So prepare the planet board. We've done that. If there is no planet, take the planet record sheet. We haven't got any. Populate the right side. Place the lead bag. We've done. Discover all 5. Just shuffle all discovery deck. Shuffle the event deck. Done that. Place the injuries deck. Done that. Disembark. Unless your lander has already been placed in the planet board, place it in the section with the lander. If the crew member minis on the away team not been placed on the board, place them there. Take the rank up cards from tray A. Shuffle them. Draw 2 as a group. Choose one of them. Place all players divide personal equipment. We've done that. Each crew member places a turn token on their board. Done that. Each crew member draws a number of section cards. Done that. The recon player chooses the crew member with a start token. We've got a house rule where we'll just do it in any order. Planetary exploration. Following the rules in chapter 3 of the rulebook, do the planetary exploration. Okay. All good. So we'll remove this for now. We do need to go to log 370, I assume. Let's just see what that says. I need to read this to you though. Though civilized and populated by non-hostile aliens, this large and arid planet may still be dangerous to explorers unfamiliar with its biomes. 2 suns relentlessly scorch the surface during the day, and high temperature plummet to 100 degrees. I think I've read that already. Okay, let's just do 370. Is your current objective 6 to 11? No.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
Our host still waited by the lander, in the shade of a small palanquin, immovable like a rock.
What the hell is a palanquin?
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
Our host still waited by the lander, in the shade of a small palanquin, immovable like a rock.
Great, tell me that again. So we get to choose whether we review our findings or we carry on. We have nothing to review, so we carry on, right? So we are all in this spot. I can't quite get us here, so we're all in this spot. We said we're going to go and check out the holy city, so that's what we're going to do. We should talk about this card down here in the bottom right hand corner. That needs readjusting, right? Is this any better? No. Is this any better? Not really. Okay. Let me put a pause in and I'll quickly just readjust all of our screens. Okay, I am back now. Have we set this up correctly? Okay, here are our global conditions. There are cards underneath this, but you can see one of the suns sets. In a brief moment, this place is temperate, welcoming place. Welcoming place. Why can't I say that word? So we can expend any 2 dice to refresh a die, any 2 results, or you can't use accidents for this. Whenever you rest, draw 1 additional section card and refresh 1 or more die. And to move, it's going to cost us 1 die or a roll on the danger die. When we move 2 along this, it will change. We're doing the holy site mission. We all start in this location, so we're going to log 370. Is your objective 06 to 011? No.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact.
Hold on, this is not the right one. 370, bear with me. Flag editor 370. There is no flag at 370. I'm going to have to find the book and read you some stuff because I've accidentally already clicked on the log and now it's marked as we cannot do it. So 370. Bear with. You're going to have to put up with me reading, so I do apologise, but maybe some of you prefer it, right? Let me know if you prefer my horrendous narration. Right, 370. Wait until I read it and then let me know. Not alone anymore. This isn't right. Hold on. Oh, I meant to go to 376. We've done that. So we got greeted. We came here. We're doing our thing. We know that this dude is hanging around here. He gave us some powder. Did we do that? If not, he gave us some powder. I can't remember what we did because it's been a little while since I left the recording. He gave us some powder. We put it on our head. He's a bit disappointed. We are now going to explore the holy city, right? Did we do that? We must have done because we got the mission, right? So I think, okay, either way, this is where we are. We're going to go over here. What we know about this check over here is if we get 2 compasses, we can refresh 1 die and we go straight down to this, which will give us a success and a few other bits and pieces. So I've got our rank up card. Our rank up card is this one. If we ever have 3 leads or a lead on 3 different discovery decks, we can achieve that. So we are going to move, right? And who's got compasses? So you can convert to compasses. Let me just show you. You can convert to compasses. You have a compass. You don't have a compass. So we probably want to go with you. We do have another card here. We've got a card that gives us compasses. So it feels like it makes sense for you to go. And you've got a couple of rerolls. So we're going to move Samath over here. We're going to get rid of a die or roll the danger die. Let's get rid of a die. We'll get rid of this one. So that goes there for your move. Now you're here. You're going to spend your mining drones and this one to do a dice roll. It's an accident. You're going to spend 1 card to do a reroll. It's a compass. So that is 2 compasses. That goes away, so we get to achieve this. We get to refresh 1 die, so we'll take the compass back. And then we go to log 344.
Vanguard, we're past the entry mosaics. We marked our way so that the next time getting here will be easier. Are you sure this place was supposed to be a city? We found some structures, but all of them are empty.
Wait, there! It's some sort of a workshop. I see someone working inside. Maybe we could talk to them?
Place the POI in this sector P71. So I've got that here, which is the Mask Maker's Workshop. This lone artisan is the first living being we've seen in the city. Communicate. It's a check, and if we get 3 eyeballs, we gain 2 alien tech leads. Okay, so that would help us towards our rank up, right? So that was your turn. You've done your 2 actions, so you are done. We need an event. The event is buried object. If no icons match, there are no icons on this section, so we move the time track up. Okay, that is you done. Now eyeballs. You've got eyeballs? You've got an eyeball, so if we move you over here, you can help. So how about we get Sophia to go? You're going to move over here. Right, you're going to discard a die. That die is going to be this one. Okay, so that's you moving. When you move, we can get, we should have 3 charges here. We can get Reeve to move. So you're going to come with us. Okay. And then, so if you've done 1 turn. If you do a eyeball, so we'll put that there. In fact, I'm going to put that in the middle. You can offer an eyeball as support. So we'll put that there. And you can offer an eyeball equally as support. So that's 3 eyeballs. Let's get you to roll the Vanguard symbol as well, shall we? You've got a couple of re-rolls, so we're good there. Okay, that is perfect, right? What happens on the dice check? There's a thing here. I never read this, and I should. I apologise. Dice checks. Choose the dice. Take any number of available section dice, place them in your hand. Other crew members in the same sector may assist by choosing any of their dice. So we do have to roll. Okay, so let's roll yours. It's another eyeball. Let's roll yours. It's another eyeball. So we've got the 3 eyeballs, which means we can use this to refresh 1 die. So Sophia's getting this blue die back because that's part of the global card. That goes over here. That goes over here, that goes there, and that goes there. And we have got 3 things, so we get 2 alien tech leads. Here we go. We have a 0, perfect. We have a 0, perfect. Brilliant. I'm glad I did that. But you, our scientists, can move some of these round eventually, so we might be able to help with that. Okay. That's us done, right? So your action is done, but we go to log 612.
First contact archive. Away team report. Excerpt 17B.
We entered a workshop and felt a heavy gaze of countless mirror masks arranged on the walls and hanging from the ceiling. One Idemian artisan was working inside, repairing old and damaged masks. Its moves were fast and precise, yet its work progressed slowly. With several complex tools and workstations scattered around the large room, it had no one to help it, and operated the machines one after the other. We tried to ask about the masks and their significance, but it did not answer, busy with its work. We asked whether we could give it a hand, and it neither accepted nor rejected our offer.
Okay. Help the artisan deliver a mask if you have unique discovery 13. We don't. We're going to help, right? Let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? 272. 272 is strange lathe. The delicate surface of this mask is easy to scratch or crack. Okay, so we need 4 successes, and those successes come from spanners or computers. And we can go to log 618, or we get 1 failure, we go to 728. Okay, well, let's put you there. We need to do an event, right? Because we've finished that. So heating malfunction of any of those symbols, there are none. So the time track moves up 1 again. Okay, so that was your go. Now we've got the security man. He doesn't seem like the best one to help. He does have a spanner. I guess we take the Vanguard. You're here, so you can offer a spanner. And you're here, so you can offer a computer. Okay, we're good to go. Here we go. We've got a spanner, and we've got this. Your role is one of those. Do we have a reroll? Yes, we do. Okay, not great. And your role is a computer. So what can we do about this? So this is you. You have a reroll of a red die. So let's start with that one. Perfect. So 1 computer, 1 thing, 1 of these. That is 4 successes. Okay, that's bad news, right? So let's put this on here. So that's 3 successes. 1, 2, 3. We need 1 more success with this die. You do have a reroll. Okay, we just need a spanner. That is still an accident. Can you help? You have 1 reroll here as well. That's a spanner. Let me just check. Resolve special effect. In any order, resolve the depicted mark outcomes. So activate any dice combination effects section cards in your hand. Use dice are moved to the spent pool. Okay. I very rarely use these dice pools, right? But you can help with a card, so that's that done. We've got 1 more card left for you, but that is 4 successes, so that goes there. We go to log 618. Oh crap, whose dice were these? These were yours. This was yours, and this was yours. 618.
First contact archive. Away team report. Excerpt 17B.
It took time and effort, but I managed to spotlessly polish the crystalline face of the mask. Only when I was done, I noticed the host hovering behind my arm. It took the mask out of my hand, inspected, and nodded its head stiffly. I was not sure whether the meaning of this gesture was the same as for humans, but I felt this was a good moment to press my questions.
I agree. What are our questions? Replaced with 271. Was that the one we had before? Yes. Replace the card in your sector with 271, the workshop. Ask him the meaning of the mask. Ask him why the city is empty. The meaning of the masks.
When you look at the mask, you see yourself. This is a reminder. You are the only one who lives in the world you call a reality. Reality is a projection in your mind. Everything warped, changed by yourself, far from the truth. In truth, every one of us is alone in this world. The mask reminds us of this. It also reminds us that when we speak to the person, we do not truly speak to them. We speak to their image we created in our mind. An image distorted by our own concepts of truth, right and wrong. In your world, you are the same as you were when you last entered here. In my world, you have changed. I see you differently now. Perhaps closer to truth, perhaps further. Time will tell.
Okay. Gain 1 success. We haven't got any.
We've learned the meaning behind the mirrored ritual masks. As it turns out, they remind the Idemians that every person is the only living inhabitant of the world they perceive with their senses. That everyone and everything else we see is warped by our own biases. That we project ourselves onto others and everything that happens around us. For Idemians, objective world and objective truth is an ideal they strive toward, even though they realize that achieving it is near impossible.
Okay. Ask him about the city, why the city is empty.
The city is not empty, for I am here. I will clarify the answer, away team. He reiterates the city is not empty. It seems most Idemians do not live here all the time, yet this is still their capital. If you get a chance to inspect their houses, we could learn more.
Oh, great. Just some breaking and entering. Good. Okay. All players discuss. If you cannot decide, the security person decides. Ask him about the meaning of the mask. Ask him why the city is empty. Leave the workshop. Okay. Now what? So we're done here, right? It's interesting that that's the one that we put back on top. Okay, I guess we can go back to 612 at some point, but... So that was your first action, right? So I think it makes sense for you to move. That would be a die, spend a die, but I think I'm okay with that. Let's spend a red die to move you down here. Go to log 451.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
We looked upon the main district of the city. Squinting our eyes against the larger of the two suns, we studied its monotonous vista. Identical square houses, and a grid of identically looking streets as far as the eye could see. We knew that once we entered them, it would be easy to get lost. The only unique point in the city center seemed to be very far in the distance, a large space between identical buildings, maybe a plaza. Once we enter the dark alleyways, it will be all but invisible.
Place card 279 in this sector. I can do that. Okay, this is a mirrored township. A grid of identical houses and streets stretches as far as the eyes can see. Find your way. Okay, so this goes here. We can a science and a compass replace with card 273, or any three replace with 274. Okay, so that's you done. We need to turn over an event, which is quicksand. Does this match any icons? There are no icons. We move this along. We discard this condition. Okay, we now have double noon. The combined power of two suns is almost unbearable. You must be careful not to overexert yourself. Whenever you exert, roll a danger die immediately after. At the start of your dice check, if you have 5 or more dice in your spent pool, add C to this dice check. At the start of your dice check, if you have 5 or more dice in your spent pool, add C to it. Okay, move to connected sector. We need an arm. It's a strength, a shield, or a compass. Well, this sucks. Okay. And the worst bit is you've got to move twice. Okay, so we've got one person left, our engineering. He's got to move twice and he doesn't have any of those symbols. He can get compasses from red dice checks, so I guess we do that first. This is horrible. I mean, you're here, right? But this is horrible. Okay, we're rolling a red die. You do have a refresh, so we just need the basic symbol. We got the basic symbol, so you can convert this to a compass to move here. And then you're going to spend a die to move here. What die are you going to spend? We still need a compass, which you can still get, I guess. Okay, that is you done. Draw an event card. Okay, if no icons match this, discard it. There are no icons where we are. So this goes here, and we move this onto track number 1. And that is all of our turns done, right? So we now need to figure out what the heck we do from here. Okay. So we've got security and you over there. I've only got one way of getting either of those symbols. So not ideal. But we could just roll all of our dice colours, right? It doesn't matter if we get accidents. So if you go first and you roll a green and you roll a red, I mean, we could, you know what, we could do this, because it doesn't matter what you get. There's no point helping. We'll just roll all 3 of these. Here we go. Okay, good. Good. The accidents don't mean anything, so it doesn't matter that we roll those. These can just go in our spent pool, and we go to log 274. Or we could think about helping or checking or doing whatever, right? You can re-roll a green and a red die, but what's the best we could hope for? A Vanguard, right? We need a basic on that one, and then we need a Vanguard on the green one. I mean, we may as well do it. Let's re-roll this red one. That will tell us. If we get a basic symbol, we're good. We got a pickaxe. We're not good. Okay, so there's no point us doing this. We'll put all of these here. We go to 274. This seems bad. Okay. 274. Mirrored township. It's easy to get lost among these identical houses and streets. Find your way. Spend a die to choose one from the following options. Go forward, replace with 276. Go left, replace with 273. Go right, replace with 279. Now what's interesting is we know that if we went to 273, something would happen, right? So You've done your first action. We're going to spend a die, are we? No, we're going to rest. We're going to spend... You know what? We are going to put our outpost out here. In a sector, this counts as an action. Okay. Oh no, we'd have to spend dice to do this. We're not going to do this. We are going to rest. So we're going to spend 1 supply to get 4 dice back. We'll get a red one. We'll get a blue one. That's 2. Why don't you have a Vanguard die? Surely you should have one. Have I put it somewhere where I shouldn't? I don't know how I mess this up so regularly. You've got 1 Vanguard. Yeah, maybe I left it in the thing. Is this a Vanguard die? Yes, I think so. No, that's a compass, which would have been really handy. Don't know why you haven't got a Vanguard die. Has anyone got 2 Vanguard dies? Hold on 1 second. What did you leave behind? You left a compass as well. Great. And you left a helix. So where are all my Vanguard die? You've got 1. I'm just being an idiot. What was I doing? I've recovered 2 dice. So I need 2 more. So let's take the red one. And let's take a green one. Then we've got 2 of each. And it means when this runs out, we're okay. So that was your action. We get to do this, which is, are you in a place with this symbol? We are not. This moves up 1. Okay. So that's that. Let's get you helping, I think, then, right? We can spend a die to go... We may as well go left to 273, because we know that was on the previous one. I'm going to get rid of this to go to 273. Okay, Mirror Township. Find your way. So we're still lost. It's easy to get lost. Choose 1, just lose a die to go to 412. 274 or 275. 412, was that? I'm just going to check. Was that the same on the other one? No. 412 is definitely going to be a dead end, right? Let's go to 412. So you're going to spend another die to go to 412. Just thinking here, when you exert, immediately roll. We're not exerting. So 412. Okay, it's a different number, so let's see. 412, 412. I bet it's just going to be like a dead end or an attack or something. It's going to be something bad, right? Because that's what happens to me. I don't have 412. Go to log 412, you idiot. Right. Okay, log 412. What have we got? We're blinded by the mirrored sun reflection.
First contact archive. Away team report excerpt 1-4B.
Then we stumbled into a blind alley with identical blocky houses on both sides, tempting us with their open doorways that led into cool shadows.
Enter one of the houses.
Xenology Department Report TA-52.
During their stay in the city, our away team inspected several house-like structures. Their measurements and observations led us to some early conclusions. The Idemian houses were all identical on the outside, suggesting a society where equality is deeply ingrained. However, inside, the room layouts were very different. The houses also contained different assortments of memorabilia and samples from many other planets. We believe most Idemians travel to other worlds at least once in their lifetime, and the memories of these worlds are an important part of their identity. The dating of dust and residue inside some of the houses showed that they only ever had one occupant, and that they had not been visited in years. This not only shed some light on the family structure of Idemians, it also showed us they spent most of their time away from these cities, and only come back on special occasions. The fact that the contents were left undisturbed, even though the houses weren't locked, was equally telling. Many of the houses contained extremely specialized tools and workstations, manufacturing spaceship components and computer parts. Some had small production lines where components made elsewhere would then be connected to larger sections. While it sounds incredulous, Idemians somehow managed to manufacture all of their technology in a fully decentralized network of highly trained artisans and specialists.
Oh my god, our ship is going to be amazing by the end of this. Replace the card in your sector with P279. Okay. Oh, is it this one? P279. No? P279? Yes. Okay, now what do I do? Gain 1 success.
We've learned the Idemians are fiercely individualistic and never form larger groups or specialized organizations. All their technology is painstakingly crafted by lone artisans, each of whom reaches perfection in creating a single part, a single component, or a single compilation of parts gathered from other artisans.
Okay. Saved. So we still haven't finished discovering over here. I guess we want to go to P273 maybe? No, we've been there, right? Hold on. P273 we've been to, but we've got P274 and then we've got a load of others that we could go to. Either way, you've had your turn, right? So we take another event card, which is this biome matching? We know it's not. This goes here. We discard this card. Okay. Sunsets for a brief moment. This place is nice. Okay. I don't know what we do now, in all honesty. What do we do? Because we're trying fully explore the Idemians Holy City, section 5 and 6. I don't know how we tell when we've done that, because we've got back to this, right? I'm just going to check what 612 tells us, because I'm assuming the same thing, right? If it tells us something different, this is the log up here, we'll pick a character to carry it out.
First contact archive. Away team report. Excerpt 1-7.
So this is the same thing as we've had before. We helped the artisan. He told us some questions. I'm just going to quickly whiz through this. Are these ones? No. What did I do with those cards, I wonder? They're still here, right? So we did this. Then we go to log 618, because we did that. He's happy that we did his thing. Then we go to 271, which we did. Then we go to 612.
First contact archive.
That's back to the same
Away
thing.
team report. Excerpt 1-7-B.
We entered a workshop and felt a heavy gaze of countless mirror maps.
So we help the artisan. Go to 272, which is that one. We go to 618.
First contact archive.
We help him. Go to 271, which is this one, back to this one, right? So I'm not sure where we go from here, other than we try and get this, but we know what card 273 is this one, right? So, but we do have 274, 275, 276 and 279. So I guess we carry on walking the town, right? That probably seems like the plan. But you are done, so it's these two guys over here. I don't think there's any more we can do here, but I guess we could move over and check some other locations while the going's good. You know, if we come over here, there's surveys and stuff we can do. Okay, let's take you to move. You get to discard a die. So let's get rid of this red one, and we'll get you to move back here. When we go here, 370 it says, right? So let's leave this. 370. Is this our objective? No, it's not.
Alone anymore.
Our host is standing in the
Not
shade.
alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
Our host still waited by the lander, in the shade of a small palanquin, immovable like a rock.
Okay, so we can review our findings about the host here.
We've learned the meaning behind the mirrored ritual masks. As it turns out, they remind the Idemians that every person is the only living
So we've
inhabitant
already heard this, right? We know that it's about sort of self-reflection and perception.
We've learned the Idemians are
We know they're individualistic. That's it. So 370 doesn't help me. But was I meant to do something else? I can't remember. Maybe I still need to learn more, right? So that's our first move. So that's you done here. And then we're going to move here as well. So this is a spend a die. Let's get rid of this Vanguard one, I guess. That's us done. We need to do an event, which is stuck. Is there any of these symbols here? There are not. So we move this onto this space here. Okay. Now it's your turn. So we should get you to move down, and then maybe you can help with some checks. So let's get you here. Let's spend a die. We'll spend this pickaxe, I guess. So we need a compass and a thing to go to 273. So you've got one of these. Who else is here? You are here, but you've got no dice to help with. You can get a compass if you roll the red die. So let's get you rolling that one. And we may as well get you to spend a green, because at least then we've got all of the dice we need. So we need a compass. We need that, sorry, and we've got this. This is a computer. We just need a compass. That is, sorry, we need a basic, which is a compass. So, oh no, hold on. You can only use these on your turn, right? Is that right? I think that's what I remember. Hold on. I think I might have been getting this wrong. I know that's hard to believe. Okay, so I think I've been messing this up. I apologise. I think I've been using, I don't know if I've done it much, but I think I've been using the dice check here to say, well, I can use this because this was your dice. We can't do that. So, what have we got? This is pointless. The only thing we can get from you is a compass. So we're going to spend these dice. These go here, right? And this goes here to do the 274. So we're going to put this card here. That's your first turn. And then we can spend a die to go to one of these other cards. So let's go to 276, shall we? Just see if we find anything. No, you know what? Let's go to 279 because it's... Where is 279? This is 279. Let's not go to 279. Let's go to 276. I don't know if I'm just wasting time here. Okay, okay. Quiet courtyard. Retrace your steps. It's easy to get lost among the identical structures. Retrace your steps. Compass goes to 279 or roll the danger die. Okay, but either way, we can't be doing that now. You are done. We take an event card, which is this one. Are there any of these symbols? There are not. We move this along one. Okay, that's everyone done, right? So we can flip all of these over. I don't know if I'm making any progress here whatsoever. Okay. So where have we been? We've been to 279. We haven't been to 276. This is 276. So we've been to 276. We've been to 273. We haven't been to 274. 274, is 274 here? We haven't been to 275. Look, I am just going to have a quick peek to see if it's a waste of my time, because I wonder if I missed something. That takes us to the same log. This takes us to 276, which is the courtyard. 277, is that a card number? No. Is 277 something different? Yes, okay. So sorry about that. I appreciate it might have been a waste of time, but I just didn't want to continue wasting everyone's time if this doesn't take us anywhere. So we know we need to get to 277, which we would have figured out if we had done all these in order, right? So we need to try and get back, so we'll put you there. We are going to refresh over here. Roll any number of available section dice plus any required injury dice and go to log 516. I mean, should we roll all of them? It's a lot of dice. But then we can rest to get some back. But, you know what, I'm just going to roll 4 of them, I think, for this survey over here. This is cocked. Okay, we have 4 results. We're going to log 516. That is not a log. Resolve all required dice. Return any dice with Vanguard results to your thing. There isn't any. How do I resolve them? Proceed. If there are at least 1 eyeball, no. 1 science, no. 1 compass, yes. And 1, is there at least 1 eyeball, compass, science and helix symbol in the result pool? Is that 1 of or 1 of each? I'm guessing that's 1 of each, right? Or, it does say or, so yes, there's 1 compass, yeah? I'm an idiot. Resolve the first result that matches the pool from the dice, compass. Are you in sector 8? Yes. Following a faint trail, you accidentally enter the den of a large predator. Replace card 285. Oh, crap. Not the den of a large predator. How could this happen to me? Okay. Cornered feline. The twin-tailed creature hisses with fury. You may spend 2 supplies to discard this card. We can get a helix and an eyeball to calm the creature. Draw 1 section card and discard this card. Or we can defeat the creature, strengthen a defense and gain a wounded injury if we don't. Okay. Or we can spend 2 supplies to remove it. But that was our first action, and we spent all of these dice. So that's action number 1. We are going to rest. So we get to draw 1 additional section card. Don't mind if I do. Okay, that's not great. But we also get to refresh 5 dice instead of 4. So we know we're going to need shields and things to defeat it. So let's take those. That's 2. If we want, we can take, I mean, we know we needed eyeballs as we've been going around here, right? So that's 3. I don't have any way to get helixes, so let's take a blue die and we know compasses have been useful. Let's take a compass. Okay, that's 5. That's us done. We are finished. We turn over an event, which is, are we in a place with any of these symbols? We are not. We move this along. Discard this card. Not great. Okay. With both the suns down, the temperature plummets. All life clings to safety and warmth of their shelters. Each crew member who starts their turn with 2 or fewer available dice, roll the E die. Well, that's bad news because that's everybody apart from, well, there's these 2, right? That is bad news. Okay. With that being the case, oh, you know what? I could have spent one of these to change 1 die to a different result in that thing, but fair enough. Spend 1 charge to gain a discovery from the deck with a lead token of a total value of 2. Spend 1 charge to gain a discovery from a deck with a lead. Oh, right, okay, so if we had 2 on our discoveries, we'd be able to do that. We haven't, so we can't. Okay, what do we do here? So we know we need to move. You've got your dice back. You don't have compasses, but you might get one. But to retrace our steps, we need a compass. So it feels like you having your go is probably the wisest move here, right? Although I don't have a compass. If I rolled a red die and got the basic, I could have a compass. Okay, we are going to do this and we're going to get you to help. So we're rolling 2 red die. We got a spanner and a thing and a thing. We are going to spend 1 charge to spend 1 die from a crew member assisting to turn their result to anything. We'll change it to a Vanguard. So we get 1 compass. So we can retrace our steps to 279. Oh great, we're back to this impossible puzzle that we need to solve. I hate this so much. Okay. So that's you, and there's no way we're going to get a compass and a thing. I can't spend any of those dice, so it doesn't feel like it helps me. During a dice check, you may place this card in the roll pool if any crew member, including you, if any crew member, including yourself, performs a dice check, spend any basic results as vanguards. Damn it! I could have put the habitat out, which I forgot. Okay, I'm rolling 2 dice. These 2. And I'm hoping for basic results. That is sort of good news. That's perfect, actually. We can spend this, the multi-import interface. After spending this, return it to the armory, which means this gets turned to a vanguard, which means we've got 2 successes. We go to 273. Okay, this is still not the card with 277 on it. Is that even a thing? Can't remember what number we needed to go to. Okay, so we are here. 273. Let's just see. So the left takes us to 274 and the other one takes us to 275. So we want to be heading to 275, right? I think. Is that what I said? Okay, that's that. These are your dice. You're now down to 2 dice, so that's not great. Okay, you take an action card. There is no symbol on it, so we move you down by 1. What happens when we discard this condition? Do we just go back to the start? If there are no cards in this slot, place the following cards here in a face. Okay, we just go back to the beginning again. Okay. Okay. So. That's your turn over and done with. Now it starts with someone else's turn. Let's make it the security man. You start with 2 or fewer dice. So you're going to have to roll a danger die on a C table. It's bad news. That is, on a C, that is nothing. That's good news. Good work, buddy. Okay, so you can take a supply. I think I've used 2 of these, right? You can take a supply to refresh. You're going to get... What do you need to do? We need to discard dice. So we're going to get an eyeball. We're going to get an arm. Let's get a shield. That's 2. Let's get 1 of these. That's 3. And let's get 1 of these. That's 4. Okay. And then let's just check. We're going to go to 275, but I just want to check. 275 is one we haven't had. Yes, so we're going to 275 by spending a die. We get a section card, which is this one here. Okay. You spend a die, we'll get rid of this one. And we go to 2... Hold on. We spent a die and we rested. So that's our turn done. And we get to do nothing else. Okay. We do an event. Is there any of these symbols? Guess what? There are not. That is us done. And this moves along 1. Okay. So we've only got your turn left. We know we're going to have to roll the danger die. It's a 3-prong symbol, which is gain an exhausted injury. Okay, so this goes into your hand here. That's not great. Have I got anything that stops that from happening? If you gain a wounded or critically injured wound, not great. If you would gain a wounded injury, panicked injury, so all of these, I don't know why you've got both of these, but all of these are over here. So none of these help you. So you are taking this, we need a die over here, right? Okay. That's annoying that I didn't give you something to deal with that, but fair enough. Okay. So then you're going to rest, right? Which means we have to get rid of one of these dice, but we're going to rest 4, so we spend another supply to go down to 2, and we get an eyeball, that's 1. We get a science, that's 2. We'll get a basic, that's 3. And we'll get another red one, that's 4. Right, and then one of these I get rid of. Let's get rid of the computer because we've got another way of getting those. So that's that, right? Because I don't think we actually have to. Do we have to get rid of it? I'm not sure when we get an injury die, or do we just keep it there? We'll keep it there because I wonder. Let me just check. Okay, so the injury die goes into our spent pool, so that's fine. We can pick and choose which ones we bring back. That's you done, right? Hold on, is that you done? No. So now you can do an action, which is spend a die to go to 277, would you believe? 277. What are the chances of us ending up at 277 now I cheated? Okay. I'm just so worried about me messing something up and then I'm missing something and just keep going around in circles. So, Silent Cabal. The sea of humming, motionless Idemians is deeply disturbing. Study the Cabal. So we need eyeballs and science to move this forward, and we need it to happen 4 times. So that is our 2 goes with you. We turn over a card. Is there a symbol there? There is not. So we then move this along. And when we do, we put these back in order of G15 on the bottom, G13, G14, G13. Okay, so we're back to it being a lovely day, which is great news. We're all over here, so we do have the chance to help. So we need eyeballs. You're not here. So is that everyone's go? I guess so. Let's turn all these back over. I don't know if that feels correct, but... Okay, let's turn all these back over. Let's assume that you were going to help. You've got an injury die, so let's not. You're going to start. You've got an eyeball. You have no science, so you can't help with any of those. You can't help because you're in a different location. Okay, right, so we're going to put this back here. We're going to get you to rest. We're going to start with you. You are going to rest. So you're going to spend a supply. And you are going to get a new card, which you can only keep 1 of. I'm going to get rid of this one. Then you are going to get this one back. This one back, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one back. Oh, I probably could have got more dice. I think I was remembering the wrong rule that you can get more than that one back, I guess. Right. So you can roll your Vanguard and you can roll this. Right. So that's you. You can roll an eyeball. And you on over here, so you can roll an eyeball. So that would give us 4 successes if we're lucky, right? Okay. Not that lucky. In fact, very unlucky. This is the wrong symbol, you idiot. Hold on. Whose dice was this? This was yours. We should be rolling this one. Sorry about that. Okay, that doesn't help me at all. You're rolling. That doesn't help me at all. You're rolling. That doesn't help me at all. We have 0 successes. Okay, what have you got? Spend 1 charge to choose a crew member assisting you turn their dice to any result. So we'll turn you to an eyeball. Should have used a Vanguard dice if we had one. You can re-roll, so we'll re-roll this one to begin with. That's a Vanguard, so that's 2 successes. We've got another. You can re-roll, so we'll re-roll this one. That's an eyeball, so that's 3 successes. That leaves us with 1 re-roll of this die. That's the science that we needed. We get it. We get 1 success and we go to 5, 3, 4.
We spent a lot of time on this planet looking for Idemian leaders or their government. Turns out, the government was right in front of us. Upon closer inspection, the undulating hum of countless meditating Idemians turned out to be a carrier signal they used to share their experiences and make decisions for the entire species, in a stunning example of direct democracy.
Okay. Is mission card 120 revealed? Yes. Discard mission card 120 and replace any cards in Sector 6 with P000. Okay, we can do that. P000. They're at the front here somewhere. Hold on. P000 goes there. And we'll put you back in a bit. So we'll tuck these over here. Okay. Then what? Discard mission 120. You'll be told when this is complete, so we'll tuck that over there.
We've learned the Idemians have no government and rely on direct democracy instead. Their rejection of any mental constructs and any immaterial concepts make it impossible for them to understand words such as ideology, alien representatives, party, or mandate. They have also never developed any form of mass media.
Okay. So that's our turn done with you, right? Because you rested and then did that. So I think we're done here. I think we're going to get you to go. The site. Oh no, we need to do an event. Is there a flag there? There is not. We move this up one. Okay. Then I'm going to get you to go, and I'm going to get you to discard a blue and a green to do our dehydrated supply. So this goes back up by 2. Okay, and then I guess we'll get you to rest. So you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we get 4 back, right? 1, 2. Let's take the Vanguard. 3. 4. Okay. And you get a card. Okay. So that's you done over here. Okay, should we do something with you? Oh no, you need to do an event, which is, if no icons match, they do not. We move this up by 1. Okay, let's get you to do something. So you need a shield and a arm, which we do have 2, and we've got no rerolls. But we do have a way to change these dice. So I'm just going to roll both of them and hope for the best. Okay, perfect. That is the best. Defeat this creature. Discard this card. Okay. And then we get to roll all of our dice again. Do we want to do that? Didn't go well for us last time. These are done. Let's do it. We're rolling all of them. Okay. Vanguard. This. We don't want the compass. Right. So let's go to 516. Resolve all required dice. Return dice with Vanguard symbol to your available board. Okay. That goes there. Is there at least one eyeball? Yes. Resolve the first map matches your roll pool and move all dice from the roll pool to the spent pool. Are you in Sector 8? Yes. Gain 2 strange flora leads. I don't mind if I do. Okay. We're 1 away from achieving our objective. Strange flora lead. We got 1. Hurrah. Please don't be a 3 or a 2. Please don't be a 3 or a 2. Oh, God damn it. So we get to take this, which, I mean, it's good, but we want to achieve our objective, which means we don't want these. Rare strange flora. Danger sensing vine. Ship management. When unloaded, you may discard this card to place 2 command tokens in the command pool. That seems important. Okay, so that was your 2 turns, so you are done. And then we turn over this. Are we in a symbol with any of those? No, we are not. So this moves up. We discard this card. Now we're on this one. When you exert or immediately reroll, move to a connected sector is one of those symbols. That's really painful. Okay, so the only person left is you. And I don't think you can move. Well, you know you can, but we're going to need to rest. So we're going to move this down here. You're going to get 4 dice back. Let's give you one of these, and one of these, and one of these, and one of these. Okay, so that's your first action, and you get a card. Your card is doing a blue dice check. Okay, that seems like a plan. We'll take that one and get rid of that one. And then we're going to move, right? We're going to try and move. We'll just roll one of these. We're just going to roll a shield. That is perfect. We get to move. So we are going to move here. And you are the one who gets to move with other people, so that doesn't help me at all. Okay. That is your turn done. We do a new event, which is, are we in a place with any of those symbols? We are not. This goes here. Okay. Everyone's done. We turn these over again. This is a long one. Okay. Oh, did I do any dice checks with you? I don't know if I did. If I did, I should have rolled a thingy. Okay. Let's we could come down here and try and do stuff here, but it's a pain to move at this moment, so we're better off probably just rolling dice up here, I think. Whose is this? Yours. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah. Okay. So we could rest, get our dice back, roll 1, get it to a symbol that we haven't had before, and see what happens over there. Maybe. Or we can get people to move to 370. Should we do that? But then I don't know how. We're better off waiting. So let's get you to go. So we are going to rest. So that's another supply gone. We'll get our eyeball back. That's 1. So we can get 5 dice. We'll get our compass back. That's 2. We'll get shield back. That's 3, because that's going to help us move. We'll get a computer back, that's 4, and we'll get a plane symbol back, that's 5. Okay, that's you done. And then you're just going to roll 1 die. It's a Vanguard, but we don't want a Vanguard. I am going to go to 516. Oh, hold on, we're meant to change a card. Hold on, this changes everything. Let's get this back down here. We'll keep the thing just in case. Place 282 in this location. 282 is uncovered bulbs. We found a plethora of plants. Most of the plant life hides under the surface, avoiding the scorching rays of the twin suns. Harvest plants, a science and a helix, gain 2 strange flora leads. Mining takes us to 592. We can get rid of these. Okay, so that was your first action. We rolled a Vanguard, so let's just have a think about what we're doing. Would we have had any of the other symbols? I don't think we would. So let's just say we go to 592. We don't get the strange flora leads, but 592. Oh, that's 538. Gain unique discovery 12 and 1 success. Okay, good. Unique discovery 12 is a starchy Idemian fruit. Planetary exploration. When you gain this card, gain 2 supplies. Huge. Back up to 3. Okay. That was your 2 actions. Go to log 592 and...
We've learned the Idemians originally evolved on this world. Due to its conditions and extreme scarcity of nutritious food, they were careful foragers who had to plan several seasons ahead and always stay on the move, not unlike Earth's large feline predators. The planet could not support large groups, hence their radically individualistic nature.
Okay, so we've learnt some more stuff. You've finished your turn. You need an event. Is there this symbol? There is. Useful vegetation. You may spend 2 dice to gain 1 supply and roll the danger die. We're not going to do that. But the time track doesn't go up, which is a bit of a pain. Okay. So I think it makes sense for you to move here. Although maybe moving someone else there would make more sense. But we don't have anyone with shields, which is a pain. You can get a compass. But you're the best one suited to move. Okay, we're going to roll your dice and we're going to try and get you to move 1. It's a nothingness. You can re-roll. So, do we have an arm? Yes, we do. We get to move here. Let's go to log 370. Let's find out if we've learned enough. Are we on objective 6 to 11? No.
Not alone anymore. The story of first contact. Book excerpt.
Our host still waited by the lander, in the shade of a small palanquin, immovable like a rock.
Okay, proceed. Mission 123. Is mission 123 still revealed? Yes. Okay, looks like we might have made some progress. Hold on. Oh my god. Get on with it, mate.
Good. You now understand. You now know what we had to observe. You were too much like our past. You serve intangibles. You build mental constructs and then sacrifice real things on their altars. You make thoughtless decisions based on simple models built in your lazy brain. Many of us said you were too dangerous to deal with, but most recognize your potential after witnessing your actions. The Cabal has decided. Make space.
Wait, you want to ride with us? To Vanguard?
I spoke to humans more than any living Idemian. The Cabal appointed me a new trade. I am now the one who speaks to humans. Take me to your Cabal. We will speak. We will trade our resources and craftsmen for your technologies and knowledge. If you have anything else to do here, be quick about it. I will wait for you in your spacecraft.
Okay, don't press any buttons. Okay. Discard the mission 123 understanding. You may also discard any other mission card that is still on your revealed board. Unless you wish to finish them. Hint, you have secured the help of the Idemians. However, you may still stay on the planet to complete any other objectives or look for the Builder's Steel if you haven't already found it. I mean, I'd like to go and then come back to do that, but I don't know if that's going to be plausible. I just want to also check. We did 592, right? Was I meant to discard this afterwards? Gain... Oh, okay, so gain 1 stage... Can we just keep doing that? Hold on. Gain 1 supply and 1... Okay, so we can keep doing 592 if we want, which will keep getting us flora leads. And supplies. Interesting. Okay. So we obviously would like to carry on doing stuff. We've got a little bit of supplies and stuff. I'd like to come down here. That was your first action to move here. do we want to move you again? The problem is I haven't really got anything to help you move. So maybe we just prepare. Take a card. It's a dice check. It gives us a dice check of both. So we'll get rid of this one. Put this here. Okay. That's you done. You flip this over. This moves along one and we turn this over, right? That's one that we've already done. Are we in a place with a... No, none of those. So this moves up off here. Oh no, we've already done that, right? That moves there, I think. Okay. Our turn again. Moving is a real issue for these guys, I'm not going to lie. You can move with a compass, so let's go with you next. We're just going to roll a red one. Hope we get a compass. We do get a compass, so you can move here. We don't have any of those alien things, so we can't do anything there. Okay. How can I move again? I can't really. So let's rest. We're going to use a supply to get 4 dice back. 4, 5, 6, 7. Have I got too many dice for these people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You should only have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I've got too many dice for you. Is that right? No, these all go there. No, you're okay, right? We start... Oh yeah, because we got 1 extra. So you should have 1 more, but we exhausted 1, I'm guessing. So we can get 1. We can get 3 back, right? 2. 2 and 3. We'll take those. Okay, so that's you done. Turn this over and we get an event card. We know there's no symbol, so this moves along and we discard this card. Now it's back to being easy to move. That's great news. Okay, scientist Sophia, you are going to be spending some dice to move. So let's spend 1 blue 1 to move here. And then we're rolling a die to move. Let's roll this one. Oh, that's a... do I need to roll the injury die when I do a move check? I'm guessing so. It's just a dice check, right? Oh no, I just have to spend a die to move. So we'll just spend this one to move here. And that is all of our turns done. You need to do an event. Is there this symbol here? No, there's not. So this goes on this space. That's us done. So we've only got a couple of supplies left, but we might be okay. What checks do we need to do down here? Compasses and helixes. So who's primed for that? Nobody really. You've got a compass. You don't have a helix, but we can get people to help us, so that's pretty good, and that means you. Okay, so we are going to move with you. So let's turn these all over. Okay, you're going to move. You're going to spend this Vanguard die to move to here. Okay, the bottle trees. Thick trunks seem to be covered in paintings of various creatures, far too lifelike and detailed for your liking. This seems like bad news, right? We need a compass and a helix, so you're going to roll your compass die, and you're going to get support using your live streaming rig of you with a helix. Okay, do we want to roll any more? I don't think so. We got re-roll, so here we go. We've got a compass, and we've got an accident. So you're going to re-roll. Hold on, you're going to re-roll. Oh, hold on. Spend 1 charge to move a dice face. Perfect. So this goes back here. This goes back here. We go to log 608. Are we about to get eaten?
First contact archive. Away team report. Excerpt 17B.
Under one of the trees, we've noticed a faint glisten. Covered in dust, a shattered Idemian mask laid there. Directly Directly above it, on the bark of the tree, there was a faint, dark outline of an Idemian. Too lifelike for our taste, and in a painfully contorted pose. We suddenly felt we should leave this place as soon as possible.
I agree. Gain unique discovery 13 if you don't have it already. Mirror Mask. Planetary Exploration. When you gain this card, each crew member draws one card. Okay, so you take this one. You take this one. You take this one. And you take this one. Okay. Before an activation, move one lead. If we could get one lead... No, that still doesn't help us, right? Because these... Oh no, this does help us. Okay. And one... If not, gain one success. We don't have one success. That's us done. You moved, and then you did a check. This didn't tell us to replace that card, right? 608. Let's just check. 608. Log number. Can't go to it. Okay, that log now doesn't exist. Right, so that's you done. So we turn this over. We draw an event. We're not in either of those locations, so this goes up by 1. We could try and get out of here, but I'd like to get someone over here to do some of these checks to try and get some strange flora leads, because then we can get you to help out with that. But who? But who, I ask? Okay, if we fail this, we get an exhausted injury, but we do have a couple of rerolls over here. Who is best placed to do this? You. But we'd have to get you to move twice, so not really you. Okay. Our scientist is moving. We are spending a die to move. It's gonna be this one. Hold on, I needed to get rid of one of these. Your sector has 2 biomes. Reroll 2, okay. Okay. So you are moving to here. That's action 1. And then you're going to roll some dice rather stupidly. No, hold on a second. Spend 1 charge to gain a discovery from a deck with a lead token value. Yeah, so that doesn't help us. I'm going to roll this 1, which is a Vanguard, because I've got 1 reroll. Shit. Okay, here goes nothing. Crap, we're using a reroll. Oh, hold on. That's okay for your injury. Okay, so we would have to move a track along. We don't have any. Okay, that's a success. So let's just read this. Move if the dice track has no track, if available. Okay, so we would have to do the downside, but we succeed first. So what one takes precedence? I don't know, because we have succeeded, but our injury dice is telling us we have to do the downside as well. So I guess we do them in turn, right? So we do our success, which is go to log 592. Log 592 is gain 1 flora lead and a thingy. So this goes back up, and 1 flora lead. It is a 0 plus a charge. So we put a charge here. Then we are going to use our science card to move 1 lead token from any discovery deck to another one. So we're going to put this here. And you've got your charge. And you get another exhausted injury. Not great, but you know, what can we do, eh? So you've got 2 exhausted injuries, so that's 2 danger die. No, injury die over here. Okay, that's you done. So you have to do this. Are we in that symbol? Oh, I could have been ignoring things because you've got the thing. Yeah, the travelling action. I could have been ignoring some if we moved from various paths, but that's fine. You are done. You are done. I think it makes sense to move you over. I should have moved this along wrong, right? So now we get you out of here, and this goes here, and each crew member who starts their turn with 2 or fewer dice, that's nobody apart from you at the moment, rolls the danger die, but you are in serious trouble. Okay, can we swap equipment between people if we're in the same location? Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Okay, so we can swap items, so that's good. So we are going to make our security person go. He is going to swap this with you. So you've got this now, so that helps us over here. And then what are you going to do? You're current. Oh, hold on, you needed to move. So let's. I need to spend 2 dice to move, or roll a C. Is that a C? No, that's an E, I think. Oh, I think I've been reading those as C's. I think they're meant to be E's. E's are not good. Okay, that would have been bad. Well, it's not as bad. It's about the same. Okay, we're going to discard 2 dice. Let's get rid of these 2 to move here. Then you're going to trade your thing, and then shall we do another check? I mean, we could do. You've got a couple of re-rolls. Okay, I'm just going to roll a red. That doesn't. I need a Vanguard symbol from 1 die. That doesn't seem like it helps much. Okay, let's do it. We're just rolling a red. That's a basic symbol. That doesn't help us. We're going to re-roll. Seems like it's a bit of a stretch. We're going to re-roll again. Uh-oh. Bad news bears. We're going to get an exhausted injury. And I've just given away the card that stops us from getting one of those. So you get this. And that's an injury die for you now. Okay. And there's nothing else I could have done to stop that. Okay. It's your turn done. We get a event card. Are we in one of these symbols? We are. Perilous Overlook. You may roll the action die to the danger die to on an A scale to refresh 2 dice. Let's do it. It's a 4 symbol. That's nothing. So that goes there, and we get 2 dice back. So what do we need? We need a pickaxe, which I don't have. Let's take this, and let's take this, I guess. Does that help us in any way? Not really, but okay, fine. And this goes over here. So we don't move that track. So that's your turn done. It's just you now, buddy. What are you going to do? So you've got to move twice to be anywhere useful. So let's just get you to move 1, which is discarding 2 dice. Yep. Let's get you to get rid of this one and this one, I guess. And you can move here. And then do we want to move again? Probably not. Let's spend a supply to get our dice back. So you can have this one back, this one back, and this one back. Okay. That's you done. And you get a card. Don't want you. You're less useful than the other one, so we'll put that there. Okay. That's all of our turns. Let's do an event. You're in a symbol with one of these. Ambush. Discard a red die or roll a danger die C. Okay, well, easy come, easy go, I guess. Right, now what? What do we do? We want you to leave, right? I mean, I'd quite like just to get out of here now. We've got some reasonable stuff. We've got 2... we got 2 in you know what they're called, unique discoveries. I'd like the 3rd one, but I'd really like another discovery, and then I'd like our science person to be able to move them. So let's get you to move. You'd have to discard 2 dice. So we'll put these here, and we'll move you here. Okay, so that's that bit done. Then I'm going to roll this last die to do a check. It's a Vanguard, so we can treat that as a pickaxe. So that's 592. One strange flora lead. We have a 2. Okay, interesting. That's very interesting, actually. So that's your turn done. Oh, I needed to turn all of these over. It's your turn done. We take an event card. Is there any of those symbols? Friendly wildlife. You may roll on the D die, sorry, the danger die, on a D table to recover 3 dice. Okay, that is gain a panicked injury. Not great, but I'm okay with it. So that's a danger die for you, but I can recover 3 dice, which means this won't take effect, right? So we just want to be moving, so let's take a red one, a green one, and a blue one. I don't think it matters which ones we take. Let's take those. Okay, that's that done. Now we're back to you, scientist person. So we're going to get you to rest first of all and get a card. Before or after an action, discard 1 charge to gain 2 lead tokens of any type. That's huge, right? This is what we needed. So we're going to spend this card straight away. So this is the card you can see here. Before or after an action, discard 1 charge. So we'll get rid of this charge here. And we'll draw 2 out, I guess, on... What do we need? We needed alien tech, really. But, hold on, I put this on this. It should have been on this. Right? That was a gain 1 strange flora. It should have been on this. In fact, I think this should have been on this as well. And then we're gaining 2 on any. So 1, it's a 1, so we'll put you here. No, we'll put you here, I guess. And then the last one is, I need it to be a 1, it is. So I can put this here. We have successfully completed our rank up, because our rank up is flip this card when you have at least 1 lead token on 3 discovery decks, which we have. And then this reaches a 3, so we can take this strange flora lead, which is a hibernating plant, ship management. When unloaded, move research project R13 into the awaiting envelope. That's all of the things that we can take with us. So what do we do with you? We have just rested, right? So that's your first action. However, each crew member who starts their turn with this, with 2 or fewer dice, has to roll a E. So we are rolling an E danger die. This could be bad. We do have a thing to stop some wounds. That's a blank. Perfect. And then we are going to spend 2 dice to move here, to be in this space, ready to leave. Okay. That's your turn done. Now, you need to move. So you're going to spend 2 dice. And move here. That's you done. And you may as well rest. No, you may as well recover. So you've got another card. Did you want to do a mine action or not? No, you've got an injury, so we won't take any more. That's your turn done. I guess with you, we just... Oh no, we need an event. Hold on. Nothing there, so this moves up 1. And then, your turn, you're just going to... You're going to prepare twice, I guess. None of those are useful, so that's that done. Okay. So that's all of our actions. You need to do this. That's not the one. You need to do this. Are we in a place with any of those symbols? No, we are not. Move the time track up by 1. Okay, that's you done. We turn all of these back over. And then you've got 3 dice, so we don't have to worry about you. Oh, you would have had 2 dice, so we need to do something with you, right? Or did I spend them to move? I'm not sure. I think I maybe spent them to move. So it's just you. You are going to spend 2 dice to move, 2 here, and then we are getting out of here. So we are Liftoff 476. Is the optional mission 123 revealed? No, we got rid of it, right? Is your current objective 6 to 11? No.
Captain's log, entry 829.
I wasn't around to witness most of the things that happened on the Idemian Temple world. While Vanguard was finally making contact with another intelligent race, I was in a medically induced coma, healing from my injuries. Regardless, Major Dahl, my second-in-command, as well as my section leaders, proved more than capable of winning the trust of the first advanced species that ISS Vanguard has encountered. I just wish I was there to see it. When I woke up, we had an Idemian ambassador on board. Her name was Anu, and she already became fast friends with some of the away team members. Her people were delivering supplies, and their small vessels were helping us repair our solar panels. Soon, Vanguard was almost ready to continue our mission, but I wasn't. There was one more important thing I needed to do before we were ready to continue, and the events on the Idemian Temple world only strengthened my resolve.
Okay, proceed. Congratulations, you've completed the mission. Shuffle the ship situation, not the shit situation. Well, it might be, who knows. In 19 into the future objectives. From the future objectives. 19. I get the feeling we're going to get some of these and they're already going to be in there because I've shuffled them in already. This one isn't. But, okay, 19. We won't look at it. We'll just stick it in there somewhere. Ready to go. Okay. Close.
Captain, I brought all section leaders.
Thank you, Major. Please, everyone have a seat. It's good to see you. At ease, this is not a formal council. Dahl, you stay too. What I'm about to say concerns each one of you. I was wrong. My rash decision to reach the Steely cluster signal in the Kepler system, it could have cost us everything. If not for the help of the Idemians, we wouldn't be able to continue Vanguard's mission. We lost many brave souls in the battle, and it wasn't even my first mistake as captain.
Sir, I don't think you should...
No, Dahl. As I said, it's not a formal meeting. No reason to mince words, and there's no one I trust more than my section leaders. That's why I made a decision. The fate of ISS Vanguard, the fate of the Earth, is too big to rest in my hands only. From now on, I will discuss every major issue with all of you. And while the final responsibility always stays with me, I will gladly hear your honest opinions. Is that understood? Right. The first issue is right in front of us. When Vanguard left Earth, it was never supposed to go much farther than the divine coordinates, and the Eye of the Void we discovered there. It certainly wasn't supposed to take part in combat. Now we find ourselves far from home, surrounded by unknown dangers and hostile species. We won't make it on our own. The contact with the Idemians proved that converting others to our cause can greatly help us. And here's the question. Many officers on the ship believe we should train contingents of Marines and start subjugating any weaker or less developed planets. This would give us a supply line, a direct access to more resources and labor. Others believe it would be better to establish a network of embassies and trading posts across charted space, hoping for voluntary help from other races. I have my thoughts, but I want to hear yours. What you say?
What you say? All players discuss. If you cannot agree, the security person. Important. This choice will influence the game from the rest of the campaign. Consider your answer carefully. Support a diplomatic expansion. Support a militaristic. We want diplomatic, right? Why would we come out here and do what we do everywhere else? Diplomatic.
I agree with your choice. This was supposed to be a mission of peaceful discovery, and no amount of danger should change that.
With all due respect, Captain, we were almost defeated once. No peaceful slogans or faraway allies will help us if Arrogators decide to strike again. We need to turn Vanguard into a proper warship. Please, reconsider.
I already spent more than enough time considering all implications, Major. No, The decision is made. While the ship is getting repaired, we will also work on the diplomatic expansion, including embassies, trade ships, and a Vanguard hub to coordinate them.
This is a mistake. You will regret this.
That's enough, Major. You are dismissed.
Yeah, get out of here, doll. Yeah, she does make a good point. We got ransacked and almost died. Shuffle situation S22. I wonder what that might be. Into the deck. S22. Okay, future situations into possible situations. So about that one comes up next. Find the secret envelope and take the following components out of it. I've got that here. Hold on. This could be noisy. Okay, do not open until instructed. We are officially instructed. Take the embassy facility sheet. That might be it, I don't know. The war room, save point. It's not that one. It is this one, the embassy district. Okay. War room facility in the envelope. 2 planet card holders, page 41. Okay. That's all of those, right? 9 connected planet cards. Leave the target planet cards in the envelope. Okay. That's these, I'm guessing. So we've got take the 9 connected planet cards, leave the 9 target planet cards. Target planet, 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 connect the 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 planet, blah blah blah. Okay. The bag that contains the universal and expert section dice, add these to your supply of unbrought selection dice. From now on, when a player buys more dice, they can buy these as well. So these dice have double symbols on them, look. So some of these are going to come in really handy, and we have ways of spending them. Interestingly, we've got this as well. Does it say anything? Embassy District Facility sheet 3940. Yeah, we got that. War Room Facility sheet in the envelope. Yeah, we leave that there. Planets cards 40. Planet card holder 41. We've got that. 9 connector planets. 4 planet divider. The bag that contains the universal and expert dice. Add these, and the advanced event cards. So these here. Place all these cards behind the divider. Place all the planet cards behind the planet divider. Okay, I hear what you're saying. So these go somewhere over here. Planet cards. Okay, I'll just show you what some of these look like. We've got various districts and stuff. So these can go in here. We need to open our event cards. Since I've got no fingernails, I'll do that. I'll do that off camera, I think, since I can't get into them. But we've got some new events. Let's just have a little look. To gain 1 mineral discovery, exhaust 2 dice. That doesn't sound great. Okay. Place all planet cards behind the card divider. No, the planets can be contacted using the make contact option in your system map while flying the ISS through space. Replace the last page of your ship book with the embassy district facility page. Replace the last page of your ship book. Okay. I can do that. Okay, so this comes out. So we're taking out the save point and we're putting in the save point. But I'm guessing we put this other page after that, right? 41. So this goes in here. Okay. Great. That's not how it goes. That is how it goes. Okay. I'm guessing that's what it told us to do. Replace the last page. Your ship book now with 41. Planet placeholder. Read the text of the Embassy District page to familiarize yourself with the rules. The next time you activate ship facilities, this new facility becomes available. Add new planets. Take all contacted planet cards out of the awaiting envelope and insert each into the empty slot on the next page. Ensure that the contact planet side is face up. Send envoys. You may establish diplomatic relations with another planet. To do so, choose a contacted planet card in the next page. You must then remove from the game available crew members to meet rank requirements depicted on the cards. These crew members are now stationed on the planet. You cannot remove the last available crew member on section this way. Example, a 2 level 1 ranks or a level 2 means the planet requires 2 crew members of at least rank 1 or 1 crew member of at least rank 2. Return the rank sleeve or remove crew members from the corresponding section compartments. Flip the chosen connected planet to the other side. You may repeat this entire step any number of times. Trades and gifts. Choose one of the 3 keywords, allied, colony or embassy. Gain the bonuses from all planets with the chosen keyword in order of your choice. Any bonuses that require you to discard a discovery, discard a succession token or assign a crew member is optional. If you have sent envoys to all 9 planets, go to log 922. Okay, I don't quite get this. Gain the bonuses from all planets with the chosen keyword in any order. I get that bit. Any bonus that requires you to discard a discovery, discard a success token, or assign a crew member is optional. Oh, I see. So if we want the reward, we have to discard it, but we don't have to do that to get the reward. Makes sense. Okay, so this save point and this and these cards can go back in the secret envelope. Interesting. Okay, so we didn't get the war room. Okay, so that goes in there. Okay, what log number is this? 519. I'm just going to write that down because I want to check it afterwards in case I missed anything. So 519 is there. And then we go to proceed, right?
Captain's log, number 475.
The meeting with section leaders went well. They seem to support our new direction. Major Dahl, on the other hand, well, let's just say I hope she won't be a problem. We have bigger things to worry about now. With all repairs and upgrades completed, Vanguard continues its voyage. The main objective hasn't changed. We need to learn all there is about the builders, their plans, and their steelies. With the time we spent getting repairs, the situation on Earth slowly deteriorated. Our new Idemian allies claim that 2 older races studied and collected the steelies for many generations. Irrigators, and the mysterious visitors that came to help during Vanguard's defense. Tapping into their data could save us decades of our own research. The problem is, the Irrigator homeworld is a long-lost planet-sized battleship that supposedly floats somewhere in uncharted dark space. And the visitors seemingly disappeared from the face of the galaxy altogether. We need to be on the lookout for anything that could help us determine the fate of our older siblings.
Okay. Move bridge upgrade B01 reinforced hull and objective card 6. Okay, so we've got that B01, so we can put that back into the awaiting envelope. So we've got our reinforced hull back, that's nice. An objective card B06, which is our new campaign card, Trail of the Ancients. And tech card 4 from the bridge cards. Great, I put that all back. Hold on one second. Tech card 4. There's that one. Let me just make sure I've got this correct. Move all bridge cards B01, objective card 06, Trail of the Ancients, and tech level card 4 from to the awaiting envelope. Remove all. I'll just tuck these down here for now. Remove all events from the game. Place all of the advanced event cards in the tray. Okay, so all of these events, we got through a heck of a lot of them. Look, this is the ones we got rid of. These are the ones that are left. Remove all these from the game. Okay, I'm just going to put them in a separate bag and get rid of them. Place all the advanced events. From now you will use these instead of regular events. Move research project R14, the Idemian Tech or whatever they're called, R14 into the awaiting envelope. So we got that one there. and R15, Advanced Physics from the research projects. That's those two. To the awaiting of open the ship book on page 25, leaving the planet. Okay, so let's get our awaiting envelope before we do anything else, shall we? What did I do with it? Where is the awaiting envelope? It's on the floor. Where wouldn't it be? Right, okay. So you go in there. Okay, so that's that. So, I think that's everything. I'll check this once we're done. But now we need our ship book on page 25. Saving the game, which is exactly what we're going to do, because we've been going on for an eternity, and I do apologise. I hope you've enjoyed it. Page 25. We are in the leaving the planet. Each crew member returns their section cards and section dice to their compartment section. So let's do that very quickly. Appreciate you don't really need to see this, but let's just clear up. So pink, these go in here. I appreciate this is really noisy, so I'll just get this cleared up and we'll be right back to finish up what we're doing. Okay, I am back. What were we doing? So we make sure the following components, the board, we've already done that, the deck of cards, the discovery deck, event deck and injury decks, crew boards and lander board. Yeah, we've done all of that. Docking. Mission failure, we succeeded. Discard all excess discoveries. We've only got 4, so we're okay there because our maximum capacity is 4. Crew members in your hand, each player takes their resting crew. I for some reason put this box miles away. Resting crew, here we go. So we have you going there, you going there, you 3 going there, you 3 going there, you 4 going there, and you going there. Okay, so that's that. Discard excess discoveries. Assemble a crew member. Each player takes their remaining crew. Debriefing. Promote crew members. If rank up card was flipped, it was. Don't know what I've done with it, but it was. I was over here. If rank up card was flipped, each player who was on the away team checks to see if they met the criteria shown. They do. And then they rank up. If they do, replace their current sleeve with a rank up sleeve of 1 or higher. Huge. Right, so Pinky is going to level 3, our first level 3, huge. Samath, congratulations, no one deserves it more than you. You've been a mainstay. There you go, so he is now a level 3, so you can see his little level 3 symbol there. Congratulations, you are injured, mind you. So these all go back in here. What else have we got? We've got yellow, that's Uwe. You are now a level 2, so that's this one. Level 1 comes back in here, and interestingly, you weren't injured on this little expedition, so that's nice. Congratulations. Then we have old Reeve, the billionaire, maybe, we don't know. Maybe a billionaire. He is now a level 2, and is also injured. This is going to help with our. We want to be diplomatic, right? We're going to be able to send some of these peeps off into retirement, maybe. Right, that's you. And then science, Sophia, who we thought was doomed before, is now a rank 2, which is here. That's not right. Rank 2. I almost put the card in the sleeve section. That's you there. You are now rank 2. Congratulations. And what happens after that? Create the success pool. So we've got a load of successes. We're going to be able to buy some new dice. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's our dice. Buy or sell dice. Create a success pool. You may buy or sell dice from all sections. To do this, discard any number of success tokens from the success pool equal to the number of currently owned of dice currently owned in each section. I think it's 10. Sorry, I appreciate this was loud last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. We've got a problem here. Hold on, because you've got more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So you should have an extra one. I think we've made a bit of a mess here. So I think you've got 10 when you should only have 9. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8. So one of these should be with the yellow person. So you get 4 blues and I've only got 3. So let's take one of these and give that to you. Yeah, I think that's right. So you can go back in there. So everyone should have 9. So it's going to cost us 10. Again, apologies for the noise here. So everyone should have 9 dice and we are buying a 10th. Sorry about that. And then you are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Okay, so we made a bit of a mess of that, but that's on us. But we now get to buy some new dice. So let's put these out and have a little think about what we're going to buy, because we do have 2 spaces for level 2. So I feel like we've got our red peeps here. So security, we know we always want these sorts of things, right? We know we always want those, so that's pretty good. And these don't have any, so these don't have any fails on, but they also have no vanguards on or either, so interesting. Okay, well, let's take a red one. I guess we take a red shield or a red arm. Let's take this one. It's got a red arm and mining on, so we'll take you. Okay, so that's that one done. For you lot, we've got blues, and mainly you have blue dice. Again, do we need it or do we need something else? Probably something else. Maybe we take... This is engineering, right? You've got a Vanguard symbol on. Are you just a... No, you're a double die as well. But some of these don't have Vanguards on. Interesting. So maybe we take this one, because this has got a bit of everything. So we'll take that green one for you. Okay, and then over here, most people are green. So it feels like taking one with the green on is going to help us. So we'll take you. Okay, and then the last one, we've got a whole mixture of things over here. We can take a red die. I wonder if we give them a bit of a boost of doing some of these red things. Although, do we want more science? Probably, right? Maybe we give you this, because this has got the helix symbol on and the compass and the eyeballs. That feels like it's a good one. We'll take you. Hopefully we haven't got that wrong. If I have, because we can't have more dice than we need, I'm just going to pour the purple ones out so we can have a little check. I think I've already got too many green, so I'm going to have to check these before I do anything else. So, okay, I'll do that. Sorry for the noise. I will do that off camera. There, we've started out on that. We'll figure it out. So I'm just going to put all of these back for now, because I'm going to have to double check. But we are spending 10 of these success tokens. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So at least we're going to have some success tokens back. We'll tuck these ones over here. I'm going to just move these to the side for now. Unloading. So we need to do the unloading step, which is unload unique discoveries. Huge. So we have this unique discovery, which we did when we got that, and we have this unique discovery, which was also planetary exploration, which means the lush hanging gardens were adorned with cast iron statues that depict key moments of our mission and all sacrifices we made. Move card B12 Project Eden from the bridge upgrades to the awaiting envelope. Okay, B12, did we say? I get the feeling we should have had this ages ago, but B12, Project Eden. We'll have a look at that when we unload next time. So they can go back over there. And the gain the bridge upgrade bonus, we've done that. Unload other discoveries, they go in the awaiting envelope. And I move them to the gathered discoveries. So they go over there. Perfect. You can go in here. And then store the lander. We'll do that in a second. Go to Med Bay. Yep, we can do that. So Med Bay is here. You had 2, right? So, install medbay upgrades. Have we got one of those? I feel like we do, but I feel like we can't install it yet. Maybe we can. Hold on. Medbay upgrade, trauma center. A specialized expansion to the medbay. This deals with traumatic injuries. When performing a survival check, you may re-roll 1 result. Okay, perfect. So we've got a medbay upgrade first. Then release non-injured crew members. So these guys come back. Perfect news for us. So another scientist and another engineer. Crew bay in. Release non-injured crew. Move any non-crew members from the away team. Sorry, so that's you. You go over here to resting crew, right? Move any in medbay slot, 1 slot to the right. Move any to the resting crew. Yeah, so you go in there. So that's this one dealt with, and then we release any injured medbay. Move each crew currently in 1 slot to the right. So we've done that, and then we place our injured peeps. So you are in moderate injury, like so. You are in not so moderate injury, and as are you in this one here as well. Light injuries. Okay, so that's that. These injury dice go away. Make survival checks. Each crew member in a critical. We don't have any. Go to the memorial wall. Nobody died, apart from all of these people. And then we have a save point. That is all we're doing today. Like, I apologise that this lasted quite as long as it did. The rank up card gets excluded from the game. Our exhausted and panicked injuries can go away. Love that. We can put all of these back in the awaiting envelope, along with all of these team members, right? Because they are now ready to go for next time. I feel like that went pretty well, which is good news. So I will just spend some time doing the upgrades of dice, and next time we pick this up, we'll figure out what the heck our new mission is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe button. I do apologise that this is a 2.5 hour long episode. Hopefully they're not all that length, because it's going to take me forever to finish. But again, this one didn't really have too much of a timer on it, so I wonder if we, it was longer because we weren't under a huge amount of pressure to do stuff, and that doesn't normally feel like the way it is. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. I do really appreciate it. If you want to see the next episode, go and check out YouTube members, where we have early access on every single video that we upload, including the next episode of ISS Vanguard. Check out the other playlists that we've got. We've got Dragon Eclipse, we've got Kinfire Chronicles, we've got Dark Quarter, we've got a load of Vantage playthrough. So if you like this style of playthrough, if you like me sitting here rabbiting as we play this game and making terrible decisions and probably getting a load of things wrong in the rule, and want to see more, there's a load of extra content on the channel. Please feel free to go and check that out, and I will see you all next week. Thank you so much.